Rose Namajunas versus Jessica Andrade just happened. I don't know. It was a good fight while it lasted. It was a very good fight. For 2 rounds, Rose Namajunas was outpointing Jessica Andrade, knocked her down in the first, battered her. It wouldn't have been a 10-8 round because they're in Brazil, let's face it, corruption. Knocked her down with a beautiful knee in the first round, blasted her, went for the finish as well, but Andrade showed how tough she is, came back from that. Rose Namajunas sticking and moving with a jab while Andrade came in wild. Like, Andrade has no technique to her. She's just coming forward, Lineker style, fucking ripping bombs your way. And yeah, Rose was figuring it out. But one thing that was landing, that kept landing in the Joanna fight as well, that's a weakness of Rose's, is leg kicks. Always has been. Always has been a weakness. You know, lots of lots of women have figured it out. Joanna figured it out in the second fight immediately. Oh wait, you don't know how to block these? Okay, I'm going to keep fucking doing it. Andrade saw that, obviously, and went for it herself. Because they were landing all night. And I was thinking to myself, this goes into the 4th and 5th. This ain't looking good for Rose. You know what I'm saying? Because you can take as many shots as you want to the forehead. It doesn't fucking matter. I'll take 10 shots on the forehead to land 2 good leg kicks. Trust me. That's way more worth it. Especially in a women's division where there's not a lot of knockout power in the hands. Maybe this fight isn't the best example of that. But in such a low weight class when there's not a lot of risk of getting knocked out if you have a good chin. You know, take a couple shots to blast a leg kick or a body shot. That's worth it, in my opinion. Investment is key in the women's divisions. Anyway, she gets slammed on her head in the end of the fight. Like, the end of round 2, she gets slammed on her head. It was weird to me. It was weird. I saw it as a spike. Like, a genuine spiking on the head. But then I looked into the rules. Someone posted me a link. I was defending Rose, saying that's a sure spike, because Andrade literally picked her up, tilted her over downwards and smashed her head into the ground, and the head was the first thing that hit the ground. I thought Rose was dead for a second, if I'm honest with you. And then Andrade lands extra shots, you know. So that happens, I guess. Brazil gets their first champion in forever, so well done. Yeah, but I thought it was a spike on the head. Then I looked into it. Some guy put a link in my chat, in my live chat for the Fight Companion, said, hey, look at this. You're wrong. Basically. And he said, oh, if you're holding on to a submission, it's not counted as a head spike. But when you look at what Rose was holding on to, she was really just holding on to an arm. There was no legs in place for an armbar. There was no grip in place for a Kimura, if you know what I'm talking, that grip there. There was no grip in place for a Kimura. She was just basically holding on to an arm to defend herself from being spun around all over the place in the air. You know what I'm saying? She was just holding on to Andrade. There was no submission. There was a submission to start off, but then she gave that up and just looked to hold on to Andrade. And Andrade picked her up, tilted her over, and slammed her on her head. And what I saw is a head spike, a pile driver, and even Megan O'Leary. I've seen the reactions on YouTube. Twitter from Megan O'Leary. Wow, Andrade with the head spike finish. I mean, you don't know how weird that statement is. That's illegal. I had to look into it because I knew it was illegal, but I was like, are we sure this is illegal? But yeah, head spiking's illegal, but it's a stupid rule, first of all. You should be able to do whatever you want. I'm against the rule. I'm for, if there's a rule, put it in place. You know what I'm saying? There was a submission hold, but then again, it's saying, do you have to be like this, with your arms stretched out in the air, while you're getting thrown around with your hands out in front of you? Because what that means is, you can only be head spiked. Head spiking is only illegal if you don't let it happen. Because if your hands are out like that, you're not going to get head spiked. So what's the argument here? If you're in any way touching the person that's lifting you up, that's it. You know? That's it. Head spikes are all good. What's the point in that rule? Take away the submission rule and just say head spikes are legal. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, she wasn't holding on to a submission. If anything, she was in a crucifix position at the end of it. She slid down the arm of Andrade while Andrade spiked her on her head. And it was rough to watch. Really rough to watch. But yeah, I mean, that happened, I guess. I just don't understand. It's only illegal to head spike if it doesn't happen. Because if your hands are out like this, you're not going to get head spiked. It's literally impossible. But if your hands are out like this, that's the only way it can qualify for a head spike. So what's the fucking point? You know what I'm saying? It's like saying 12-6 elbows are only illegal if they miss. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any fucking sense. Either way, Brazil finally gets a champ. Other than Nunes, of course, and Cyborg. Maybe I'm late to that. They get a strawweight champ, boys. Very good performance from Andrade. She gets the slam victory in the second round. Good shit. I was rooting for Rose. I had her winning by third or fourth round submission. But, yeah, Andrade showed how strong she is. Picked her up, spashed her on her fucking head. Knocked her out cold with a nice little head spike. It was nice. Yeah, illegal or not, I mean, it happened. If that was a fight without rules, Andrade wins. So, you know, that's the way the fight game is. But, yeah, beautiful performance by Andrade. She gave a little speech that made her coach cry. I didn't quite hear it because it was in Brazilian, of course. Or Portuguese. Not Brazilian. I'm sorry. I'm going to get hate for that. But yeah, good performance by her. Real good performance. Amazing performance. Rose had a post-fight speech. She knew she was going to retire after 237. That's weird to me. She seems young in the game, but she's been champ. She's done it. She's lost. I'd like to see a rematch. If I'm honest with you, I wouldn't mind a rematch. That's okay with me, but hey, if Rose wants to retire, who cares? She's defended the belt. She's won it. She beat the greatest pound-for-pound female fighter of all time in Joanna Jędrzejczyk. So, you know, other than Ronda. But Ronda, let's be real, come on. But yeah, Joanna was the strawweight queen for a long time. Best pound-for-pound strawweight fighter in the world. For the longest time. And Rose defeated her twice. Went into this one, lost. Fair enough. But hey, you don't need to keep fighting if you don't want to. I don't want to see you get knocked out again. That was sad to watch. So sad to watch. But yeah, good performance. And she said it was a pressure off her shoulders. And even DC was confused because he said, I cried when I lost my belt. And Rose seems happy. I guess that's what it is. You wear a belt. You got a target on your back. You have to train. There's no take a week off. Because when you're taking a week off, all you're thinking about is, well, Andrade just might be training right now. And I've got to get back to training. You know what I'm saying? You don't take time off if you're a champion. And that's why GSP hated it. He said the mental strain of being champion is the worst thing ever. Matt Hughes even said it as well. I remember Joe Rogan talking about this once. Matt Hughes said something like, you know, I'm relieved. On the mic. I can't remember who he lost his belt to. It might have been GSP. I'm not sure. But he literally, when they interviewed him, he went, I'm relieved. Like, this is one of the greatest feelings of all time. And I guess it gets like that when you have the belt. There's no rest. You know what I'm saying? You've always got a target on your back. It's like knowing there's a hit put out on you and walking around everyday life. Like you're trying to go shopping, or you're trying to go to the toilet, or you're just walking around your house. But deep down inside, you know there's a serial killer after you. You know what I'm saying? It must be mentally fucked. But yeah, either way, Andrade is a new champ. Good fights for her. There's some good fights for her out there. I can't remember. Maybe I'll get the. I'm probably gonna get these wrong, but I think that Tatiana Suarez is in her division, and in my opinion, Tatiana Suarez is the uncrowned queen of that division if she gets past Anzarov, and I might see Tatiana Suarez just ragdoll the fuck out of poor little fucking Andrade. So yeah, Tatiana Suarez is a savage. Hold on to that belt where you can, Andrade, because you're facing the winner of Anzarov versus Tatiana Suarez. Good luck if it's Suarez. I reckon she beats Anzarov, but hey, if it's Suarez, good fucking luck, because she's a savage. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Good performance by Andrade. However you feel about the head spike, it happened. It's over. You know. Rose got knocked out.